Floods are causing havoc in war-torn Sudan. On the 25th of August, the Arba'at Dam located in eastern Sudan collapsed, killing 30 people and destroying 50,000 villages in the neighboring areas. The Arba'at Dam was the main source of water to Port Sudan, which is the de facto capital of the Sudanese military government, harboring Sudan's Red Sea port. The areas to the east of the Arba'at Dam are completely inaccessible since its collapse, so the UN estimates only represent the scale of destruction towards the west, where 20 villages have been completely wiped out. The torrential rainfall that started in July this year in Sudan has led to multiple flash floods. Due to scorching heat waves triggered by climate change, Sudan has received above-average rainfall this year. According to the United Nations, around 31,240 homes are damaged, while some 317,000 people are affected by the flooding in different areas. Sudanese dams and roads were already in a dismal state following the war that broke out last year between two rival factions of the military government and had killed more than 13,000 people by January this year. The crisis in Sudan has become the largest displacement and hunger crisis worldwide, owing to 500 days of war that continues to batter Sudanese states. On April 15, 2023, fighting broke out in the capital city of Khartoum between General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, the head of Sudan's army, and General Mohammed Hamdan Dagalo, also known as Hemeti, who leads the Rapid Support Forces, RSF, a paramilitary group. The Sudanese civil war is essentially a power struggle between friends turned enemies. Al-Burhan and Hemeti were considered longtime comrades. Not only did the two join hands to dethrone al-Bashir, the dictator who ruled Sudan for 30 years, but it was Hemeti who allegedly paved General al-Burhan's way to the head of the Sudanese military. So how did these two fall out? Following the dictator's ousting, al-Burhan took the helm of the state while Hemeti was made his deputy. Soon enough, though, a power struggle broke out between the two generals, intensified by disagreements on integrating the RSF into the Sudanese armed forces. Led by General al-Burhan, SAF is the official national army of Sudan. It has traditionally held power in the country and played a central role in the governance of Sudan, especially after the 2019 coup. Burhan and the SAF have positioned themselves as protectors of Sudan's sovereignty. The RSF, on the other hand, led by Hemeti, is a powerful paramilitary group that was formally integrated into the Sudanese government's security apparatus but maintained a significant degree of autonomy. Over the years, Hemeti amassed wealth and power, positioning the RSF as a force to be reckoned with in Sudanese politics. Tensions between these groups reached a breaking point when negotiations stalled on the formation of the new government, and both the RSF and SAF were formally commanded to engage in war last year by their respective commanders. The 16 months fighting between RSF and SAF has led to widespread displacement, with millions fleeing their homes to escape the violence. Both factions have been accused of human rights abuses, including targeting civilian areas, looting, and extrajudicial killings.
At least 17 civilians were killed, including 5 children, in an airstrike in South Khartoum, according to Sudanese activists on Sunday.
The situation in Sudan remains volatile, with both the SAF and RSF showing little willingness to compromise, prolonging the conflict and deepening the suffering of the Sudanese people, especially as floods wreak havoc across the African country.